So my fellow Kenyans, I'm not here today to tell you to stop going to church. And I'm not telling you to stop believing in Jesus. And I'm not also telling you to stop believing in God. Please understand me. But you see, Pastor Mackenzie is trending just because 90 people died in his hand in the name of fasting, and I have done such a video because they think after they die they will meet Jesus. So Kenyans, we are reacting. Even the government and our own president is reacting and saying that this is a terrorist. The president called him a terrorist. The Cabinet Secretary for Interior, Professor Kithure Kindiki, said that he is a terrorist. And all of a sudden we are calling this pastor, we are calling his church a cult. But you see, the irony here is that even Christians are rising against this man of Jesus. Yet every Christian believes that once you die, you will go to heaven and you will meet God and his son, Jesus Christ, together with the Holy Spirit. And everyone else, every other Christian that will die, you will meet in heaven and meet Jesus. Muslims the same. They believe that once they die, they will go into heaven and they will meet God, and they will also meet the Jesus of the Christians, and they will also meet Muhammad. So they believe in all those things to do with life after death. And that is why I did a video, and by the way, it is on YouTube. Na sijui kwa nini hamjaenda kuwatch. If you have not watched that video, you need to go to YouTube and look for Kim Explains. See that story because I have explained it very well. Na sijui kwa nini watu wa TikTok huwa muendangi YouTube. What is it? Na TikTok inatumia tu the same bundles zenye utatumia ukienda YouTube. Go there, search for Kim Explains, learn something, understand. If you're not understanding anything, understand my stand, understand what I'm saying. But you see, so what we can agree is that we are fighting over why these people died. And we are concluding that these terrorists killed them and lied to them that they are going to see Jesus Christ. But we can also agree that every staunch Muslim and every staunch Christian believe in life after death. They believe that after dying, we will go to heaven somewhere in space. There is a world like Earth that has been created that is waiting for us to die. And then when we go there, we will meet God and we will meet Jesus, we will meet Muhammad, we will meet everybody. We shall meet there and we shall never die there. Our work will be singing and eating and whatever you are saying. Then there are other people who will go to hell and they are going to meet the devil and his horns. And the hell will be full of fire, but they will have some bodies that will never burn to completion. They will burn forever and they will cry forever. All those are beliefs. The way we are discussing the issue of Mackenzie tells us that we are not sure about this belief. That is the truth. If you think Mackenzie is wrong, then it tells us that whatever we do in terms of religion, we don't know what we are doing. We don't even know what we are following. We are not even sure. And that is why we say that we believe there will be life after death. We believe there is God. We believe there was Jesus, and we believe that we will see Jesus after dying. And that is basically why those people are dead. Over 90 people died because they want to die and they want to see this Jesus because they believe. But you see, all these issues are being brought here. These are stories that are coming up. They are cropping up because of books that we were given by white men, books that were written and given to us in order to colonize us, for lack of a better word, or for lack of a better statement. We were given the Bible. They took away our land. They took away our culture, and we started seeing our culture as punitive, and we started seeing ourselves as wrong, and they painted themselves as right. So they had the secret of the future, and we knew nothing about the future. But you see, before the coming of the Bible and the coming of Quran and any other religious book, we Africans and we Kenyans had our own culture that we were following, and it had nothing to believing. We did not believe because we knew the truth. For your understanding and for your information, FYI, you can only believe in something that you are not sure. Go to your dictionary. What does it mean to believe? It means that you assume that something is true even without seeing. You believe that someone can do something even though you have never seen that person doing it, even though you are not sure that he can do it, but you have this confidence that he can. So you believe it can happen. And I'm not telling you not to believe that there is God. You better believe that there is God. Then when you go to heaven or when you die, you find out that he doesn't really exist, than you believing that there is no God and then you die and meet that God. Utakuwa kwa shida. You'll find yourself in trouble. So instead of that, you better believe. But I'm saying believe, but have your own brain with you. Yes? Before the coming of the Bible, we had our own culture, and that culture, we needed not to believe. We did not require to believe in something because we already knew the truth. And even today, there are some cultures that exist that are still strong. And the people in that culture respect that culture. And things happen in a true way, not in a way that you need faith or believing to see that things are happening. We had those cultures, and those cultures respected each other. Kambas had their own culture, the Kikuyus have their own culture, the Kisis, the Luyas, the Luos, everybody had their own culture. And every other society respected that culture. If I use an example of Kambas, some people believe that Kambas are witches. I also believe that. And I have associated with some of them, and they have proved that indeed this is true. During those days, you could not sleep with a wife of a Kamba. Even today, you cannot sleep with a wife of a Kamba. Today, if you go to Kitui and find somebody has opened his house door and he has left the house open, and there are things in the house that you can steal, but still the thieves cannot do that because they are afraid. There is a culture called uchawi, which the white man told us it is uchawi, and we define it as uchawi, as bad as it can be, that even if you steal, that uchawi will come for you. So we used not to steal, and Africans used not to steal because there is uchawi, and that uchawi was tested, was proven and tested, that when you steal, they will come for you. Today, you cannot sleep with a wife of a Kamba or a Kisi or a Luya. Today, back in their villages, you cannot sleep with a wife of a Kamba, you cannot sleep with a wife of a Luo or a Kisi because we fear utakwama. Because it has been tested, you know the truth. You don't need to believe that if I sleep with somebody, God will see me, the Holy Spirit will leave my body, I don't know, Jesus is seeing me, he is going. Those cultures existed, and they used to shape our behaviors, and they used to shape our tradition of doing things. So the white man came, he told us that the Bible is the best book. This is heaven. There is heaven, leave your culture alone, sijui peleka wapi, sijui nini, takataka. So we have forsaken our culture. So we left our culture and we came to worship this God in churches. I know this you have proven. Today, if you have drought and you call a pastor to pray, even if they were to go to Kasarani and Kasarani was to be filled with prophets and religious pastors, they can pray for the rain to come and nothing will happen. But during those days, ask the Kikuyus, there were some old men who had this power to call for the rain and it could rain. Anytime there was drought, these men had power that people would carry them because they were too old. They could not even carry themselves. So the Kikuyus used to carry them and take them down a mogumo tree. When they go there, they must go with these branches of bananas, the banana branches. Do you know them? The banana branches. Because they knew that once these men prayed, rain would come. But now we have Christianity that has made us to believe that there's a certain guy who died for us, and that guy, we will one day meet him, but we will do that only when we die. We will only meet that guy when we die. That for me to meet Jesus, who is a son of God, God who created me, I must die so that I can go to heaven and meet with this man who has this great soul that died for me. Well, let me end that as part 1. Let's meet in part 2. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go to YouTube, search for Kim Explains. And don't forget to leave your comment. Adios.